What's up, everybody? This is Carolina Mike, your host for SharePoint in 60 Seconds. Thank you so much for being here today. This is the show where you can get your SharePoint information in the first 60 seconds. Then if you decide you want to stick around for all the gory details, then we're happy to show you that stuff as well. So the way we like to do this is I'll give you a 60-second rundown of our topic, just talk it through, and then if you want to stick around, we'll walk through all the steps. Here we go. Season 1, Episode 2, Microsoft Teams behind the scenes. So what's going on underneath? Well, basically SharePoint's going on underneath. How do I get to SharePoint? Go to your team, triple dots, open in SharePoint. Boom, you're there. Where do my files go? Your files are saved in the SharePoint site in the background in a shared documents library titled Documents. All of your channels that you create folders in that document library. That's where your files are. Woo! All right, that was a mouthful. Now, if you want to stick around for the gory details, we're going to walk through step by step and show you all that information. In the meantime, I would love it if you would go out to YouTube and please subscribe. Please like this video and please subscribe. We are on our way to reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is the goal. So if you can help towards that, we would greatly appreciate it. Now, I will walk through the demo, show you where all the stuff is behind the Microsoft team. If you're in the comments, please go ahead and post a comment. Let us know if you have a question, and we'll answer that. If we don't have any questions, then we'll be done when we're done. So let's get to it. So we got our standard Microsoft team right here. And one of the first things I want to talk about is what's underneath. Well, Microsoft Teams is built on top of SharePoint. So every Microsoft team is backed by a SharePoint site collection. So let's see that. How do I get there? Well, it's easy. You click your triple dots up here, open in SharePoint. Boom, there we are. Takes you right to that generic document library. Actually, it takes you right to the general channel or general folder within the document library. And that brings us to another thing where we're asking or answering the question, where do my files live, where they're stored within Microsoft Teams. So yeah, we have the Teams interface and we have our channels. Like every team gets a general channel. You can create additional teams, but right off the bat, you have a general channel, and that general channel corresponds directly to a folder that lives in the SharePoint site that's in the background. There's a couple different ways you can get to SharePoint. I showed you one here with the triple dots, right? Open in SharePoint. There's also, on the Files tab within the channel, you should also see a link for Open in SharePoint, and boom, it takes you to the same place. So yeah, this is the SharePoint site that is in the background. And if you take a look at the site contents, you can see we have a default document library. The title of that document library is Documents. But if you look at the bottom left of my screen as I'm hovering over here, you can see that the URL has shared documents. So that is the good old shared documents from back in the day. It's still around. And that is where all of your Microsoft Teams files are saved. Notice how there is a general folder which directly corresponds to the general channel. Super simple, super straightforward. Took me a while to sort of dissect this when everything came about. There's also one piece of this that I wanted to mention too, is that there is a Microsoft 365 group that helps control access to your Microsoft team, which also controls access to the SharePoint site in the background. Yeah. So pretty interesting how this is all laid out. I wanted to get on for just a few minutes and show you that. Again, these are quick little bites of information to show you super simple, easy ways to navigate within SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. And I also really like showing people how Microsoft Teams is related to SharePoint. And so from this, you can see there is a direct correlation. You don't get one without the other. They are like two peas in a pod, Microsoft Teams and SharePoint. Alrighty, so quick review. Here we go, another 60-second quick review. If we want to go behind the scenes in Microsoft Teams and see where everything is, what's underneath is a SharePoint site. Where are my files saved? Well, your files are saved in a SharePoint site and also in a document library within that SharePoint site. And any channel that you create in Microsoft Teams corresponds to the exact same folder in that shared documents library that is in the site that lives behind Microsoft Teams. All right, so with that, we're going to bring it on home. If I see any questions pop up, I will gladly answer them, and we'll go ahead and let this outro song play. And if I see any questions in the meantime, we will go right back to it, and I will answer any questions you might have. So in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can make that happen. So until then, SharePoint rocks, and so do you.